Yo, 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 yo. Man, oh man. First off, wanna give a great little shout out, hand of applause to Pixar for making a film that America just wanted to see. America needs to see. This is what we meant when we say we want more roles of minorities and stuff like that. We mean a story that represents a different demographic, but a story that resonates to any human. You know, sometimes there's a lot of movies that try to make a movie with a person of color. They're trying to make a person of color. They're trying to make it force and have a certain lingo and act as if, a certain environment, and then always making us have the same type of story. When a lot of us, at the end of the day, you forget to highlight the human side. Most stories should just should be able to, if you read a book right now, or in school, or when you had to read books, the reason why any of us can make any analysis on it is because the book is overall just a human trait at the end of the day. But you can't ignore the circumstances, and that's like the second factor to the story is, okay, we're making a story, and we are just going to put a black or Asian person, as a main role. Let's not ignore that they're also black and Asian. Let's have some type of elements that make this group of people unique. But also, again, the main story is the human side of things. So in this movie, because he was African American, there's certain cool things about it. He's for the fact that he, out of nowhere, to get fresh before he wanted to go to perform, he wanted a lineup. Not a haircut, a lineup. Make sure the line's sharp, you know what I'm saying? That's something that, as us as African Americans, that's what we do. In the movie, he also went to go in the barbershop. You saw different patterns in the hair. You saw a lot of details and stuff. You also saw acknowledgement of how some struggles and things were, how he was saying it'll be harder for him to get a taxi cab these days, because he was in the hospital soon, and because he was also just a black man who was looking kind of dusty. What else was there? There wasn't too much because a lot of it. Oh, another thing, the fact that he was a jazz musician, and when he was in the jazz club, you saw a lot of, people of color doing that thing. To be a jazz musician, instead of just any other musician or just taking and understanding to the culture, this is something that we've done. This is something that's also been historically something we've done for a long time. So hand claps to Pixar just for that, honestly, because we could have easily, there are plenty of movies where they I don't know why people feel the need to struggle on simply just telling a story, telling the story in a perspective of anybody else, but then because it's black, just adding a couple things for us. But anyway, overall everything, another thing about this movie is the human side of things, and the human overall theme of the movie is saying that in life, enjoy what's in front of you. I caught this early on in the movie, and I literally caught it verbatim. That's how I know I'm good at this stuff. Anyway, in the film, what spoke to me is whenever she said, "Hey, I thought I love to walk the whole movie is about the woman, or is about when he dies, he forces his way into another realm where it's the place before you become a person, before you're born." And I thought that's what they're gonna say, because I was like, there's no way, like, Like I feel like all these things are like little kids. Like there's like if heaven's right there, and we're not in hell, then what does in between say? I was like, man, this is probably the place where you're before a person. And what gave it to me was little kids, and I was exactly right. So you go into this place, and it's like it's you before you were born. It's just this little safe haven where you are created essentially, and in the movie he finds this person who's number 22, as a number 22 person ever existed. Out of the quadrillion, the bazillion, whatever number there are of people ever on Earth. You know what I mean? She was number 22. She's been here for thousands and hundreds of thousands of years. So when she pulled up, he met her and he was just trying to get in contact with her. I mean, he met her and he found out he got forced to be her instructor or her mentor to try to find her her badge, which then allows her to go into Earth. She just wanted to stay because she felt the need as if nobody. She thought as if she was too difficult to be a person, and he decided, oh, if I help her get back, and she doesn't even want to be here, then I could just take her thing. So she went, and he wanted to take it. So, summing up, in the movie, he's with her, and without giving too much detail, the rest of the movie is her joining him on Earth, and she is experiencing Earth and everything about it for the first time. All the things that she thought and heard of Earth that weren't as exciting, she's now firsthand realizing the importance and what it is about it that is unique and makes you want to be created on this Earth. She was not ready to be created yet. So it took her actually to come on Earth to recognize it and see it. And in the film, I remember they were on the train, and they were in a train station or something like that, and she pulled up and she was like, yo, oh my gosh, the subway's so cool, and kind of like a little kid, like their perspective. The subway's cool and all this, and oh wow, I just love. Maybe I should walk. Maybe I should just enjoy walking. Maybe my past or my purpose or whatever is I could be a skywatcher and stuff like that. This is what I picked up. The dude was like, well, what did he say? He was like, nah, you can't have that as purpose. That's just normal day life things. That's just normal life. It's not special. That's just normal life things. I don't know what it is about it, but I knew that was going to be used again. And literally, it was a flashback of when they got back on Earth. When they got back on Earth, and their bodies were separated, and she was going through all the stuff that made her doubt and basically lead to her not ever wanting to come back. That same phrase was highlighted, saying how, no, you can't be these things. These are just normal life things. You suck. And purpose of the movie overall, without giving too much detail at the end, is they find each other, and he looks at her, and he just sits down and looks from a new perspective. He finally got what he wanted. The main character got what he wanted. He was able to do the gig. He was able to do what he was meant to do in his mind. He actually did well. He chased for that dream. That's another thing. He walked in the door. She said, nah. No. You were late. I don't want you to be a part of this. He said, no, man. I'm telling you, if you miss out right now, you're missing out. I want to let you know that I'm ready. I'm ready to take this thing on. And she killed it. He killed it. He killed the little piano part. And then it was back to that. He got everything he wanted. And then after that, that was it. That was it. He was like, man, I just had this moment, and I thought this was this is right here. I thought this is so much more than what I thought it was gonna be. He looked at her. She said, son, somebody told me once that there was a fish, and he was talking to another fish, and the fish was like, man, I've been looking for the ocean. This thing called the ocean is so cool. He was like, well, the ocean, you're in it. You're right here. He said, no, I'm not in the ocean. I'm in water. I'm just looking for the ocean. I was like, what? To me, my family, they're like, I don't know what you're supposed to mean by that. I was like, I'm pretty sure it means like, is everything you have for you is here. It's about how you look at it. It's about perspective. The ocean is water and the water is ocean, technically. Yes. If I get a cup right now and put the ocean in a cup, technically the ocean is in the cup. You know what I'm saying? What is it, a mass group of water? If I take the group of water, if I take a big chunk of that water, let's just say I fit the whole SeaWorld, right? Took all the SeaWorld water. Then I'm are you gonna finish the movie?
It was good, right?
Yeah, that's what. Do you like so far?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. If I took all SeaWorld's ocean, right, and I took all of SeaWorld, and I took SeaWorld and let's just say big chunk of the ocean put in SeaWorld. Is that not the ocean anymore? You know what I'm saying? It's all about how you look at it. It's all about water. So, summing up, after that, all the pieces and stuff that the soul, that 22, that she took when they were together, was in his pocket. He kind of looked at it and was like, wow, look at all these little things that were normal things to me, and I didn't take full appreciation of it. I just kind of looked at it as like, okay, this is just normal things, and she took at it as like, okay, this is life. This is more to life. This is everything. This is stuff that's worth living for. There's a purpose to it. There's just an enjoyment of it, and he understood that and fought, came back down, wanted her to get her out of her, depressive state, and said, look, no, you actually already come back on Earth or to be on Earth. That's what earned your way being here. And then she ended up going to Earth, being ready, and then he ended up again the past to come back and live his Earth life too. And then he said, so what will you do when you come back out there? Said the little guard guy. He was like, you know what? I don't know. But I know that I'm just gonna be living every moment. And then the movie ended. And I was like, wow. It seems to me in life, like, you know what I mean? It's not about sometimes, kind of like that saying where it's not the journey, it's the destination. It's really hand in hand, to be honest with you. If you live life completely on some just like, I'm just taking it, then you miss, being, making an impact. Creating something bigger than what was, creating something, you know what I mean? Just creating something. Instead of just coasting, enjoying everything that's in front of you. That's great, enjoying everything that's in front of you. That's why, honestly, some fat people in the world, stuff like that, they're cool with being fat. They're like, look, I'm enjoying my life. I'm alright. I'm alright being fat. I'm enjoying my life. They're slowly down at this point. But they're like, look, I'm good. I'm good. I don't care. But I say, don't be mad at it. You fat, that's it. I have no problem with you being fat. It's just like it is looking at like a sign that says I am about to have cardiac arrest. Though that is what that is saying to me. But by you saying you don't care, that means you don't care to go through that. That's when it gets a little problematic. But anyway, just that understanding. And you know what? I don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel that. I don't feel that. And yeah, in life, it's just like it threw me off because. Not threw me off, but it again reminded me, or something that I took out of it was like, look, bro, in life with that soul movie, there is some mixture. Like, enjoy what's in front of you. Sometimes, even me, I kind of get into it. I'm like, man, I feel like, I was thinking about that this year, like with the whole pandemic. But then I've said it for so many times, I probably got on video. I'm like, even if let's say I do nothing this year, I'm just gonna say that I just, enjoyed my little break and took it in, appreciated my life, and just took it in, took in me chilling, took in me vibing, took in me just doing me, You know what I mean? And I feel like that's something else that we could do more of. You know what I mean? Like, because it's the little things you take appreciation of. You take in regard, or you just disregard. And some people get so. And the thing it also says, some people get so like mind hungry on a goal that they forget just what's in front of you. And I said that in my said that I thought about this my senior year going into it, and I made it my senior quote for a reason. I said forget the past because it's already gone. Because that was also my thing. When going into high school, I'd also like think about the stuff too hard, like what I messed up on or whatever, and I'm like, dude, it's gone already. Forget about the past, it's already gone. And I said, like, forget about the past because it's already gone. So stare at the future. In other words, like, think about what you can do. Think about what you can do. But don't think too far or you'll miss the present right in front of you. Play on words, you feel what I'm saying? In other words, if you think about the future, cool, because you need to. It's already gone, learn from it, and then do better, innovate, think about what's next. But if you think about too far, you'll miss what's in front of you. Because sometimes you'll think too far, too driven. I gotta do this, I gotta do this. That's why, like, okay, whenever I was trying to do this little thing for my dad for the little video, I literally said, look, I know myself, I might be on this thing all day. Then I'll miss the Christmas vibe. Because I was working on this project. I can do this to him anytime. That's why I went ahead and got something else, you know what I mean? Sometimes we work on stuff and then we miss the opportunity. Or we miss what's in front of us. Like, that's why I did a whole lot. That's what also stopped me from like, I used to record. Like, I record a lot. And it blew my mind that I didn't record anything on senior trip. But that's because I was just enjoying the moment, just having fun. My senior trip back in 2018, I was just enjoying it, having fun. Even though I should have grabbed my phone out. I literally was just in the moment so much. I was just having fun. I didn't even think about recording. I didn't think about taking my phone out, anything. I just wanted to have fun. But you gotta be both. That's what I learned. I gotta find a balance for both. But just be more in the moment, just enjoying it, taking it in. That's why I don't, you know what I mean? That's why I've been taking it, I've been calming down. I've been taking it in. And so, like, for me to make it really, like, realistic to what I'm talking about, bro, desire to make it was something that, like I said, it wasn't too serious, but it definitely could be. And because I realized what it could be, I had moments when I reminded everybody, like, look, this is what we could do, and then I'll do it. But one of the reasons why I also wasn't pressed too hard is because we were just taking, I can only speak for myself like this, but I was just really, like, enjoying what was in front of me. You feel what I'm saying? Enjoying the moment, enjoying what I can do, enjoying what it is, just enjoying everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was just enjoying the experience. So we'll have times when we make something and it didn't work out, and then honestly, I'll get mad, frustrated, and then I'll be like, okay, it is what it is. And that's why I wasn't pressed. That's why, like, I would sit back and look, because, like I said, it was mad close. It was mad close to being a big problem for everybody and me not liking them, because I felt like we couldn't do anything. But when it came to a point when it was, like, dead, that's why I didn't have to push it this whole time. If I really, really, really was like, I gotta make it, bro, I could have made beats back in 2018. I could have done other things. I could have been like, no, I gotta get this goal, bro. I gotta go, bro. I'm tired of all this. But you know what? I took a different route, and I appreciate everything of it. And even if I did take that route back then too, I would have appreciated everything else with it. I'd appreciate, the ride that it took and everything. So, in other words, we get so locked in sometimes where it has to be a balance. I honestly can't sit down and say, at least for me personally, I can't sit here and say that to not go for your dreams or not do anything, because I'm gonna be honest with you, that's dead. You're missing out on opportunities, 100%. But I will say, go at your own pace, and don't make it completely like, you know what I mean? Like, this is all I can do, and you'll know when you're ready. You're ready. Like right now, I'm at a point where I'm like, okay, I see this. You know what I mean? I see that. You know what I mean? I'm not there yet. But then, you know what I mean? Like I see that I'm not there yet. I'm chilling. Then enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy every moment of it. Enjoy the journey, and treat the journey as a treat. You know, treat the journey as an experience too. You know what I mean? Some people are just so quick for the car ride to the goal. They just, you know what I mean? Imagine you driving to. Imagine you driving to like your favorite artist's concert ever. You're driving there. On the way there, you got freaking balloons and like you got the world's greatest hot air balloon and there's an amusement park and everything. You're just like, yeah, we're gonna keep on going. I just want to get there. Like, I'm not saying go ahead and stop, but at least take appreciation of what you see. Like, oh wow, that's crazy. Wow, that's great. That's cool. Add that to the trip. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember recently I went to Mississippi State and I straight up we got to a place where where did we go? We got to like we went to the local college that a lot of people down here go to, and when we were there, apparently they had a whole game, and I just went ahead and paid for it to go in. We were on our way to go see Jaden, which is the main goal, but he was gonna be there. That was the goal. We had all this stuff. I'm passing. I'm like, shoot, you might as well enjoy this too. And that ended up being a trip in itself. So it was like, for me personally, like I'm proud of, patting my back for, because like I said, it could have been easily better, but I could sit here and really be like, bro, I was on track to do so much, bro. I've been doing this since 2015. 2016 was the moment where everything popped off. I could have been popping off. And then 2018 hit. I should have just left. It could have been the same thing with school, vice versa. Like, bro, I studied all this hard. I'm getting all these grades. I could have just dipped. I could have just go. But no. Even with school, whenever it came to classwork, I enjoyed the ride. I enjoyed every class, laughing around, every step, every like every class we took, to get to the end goal. People are thinking of like I got in my school, 9th grade, and we're already thinking about the IB program, you know what I mean? Luckily, a lot of us decided to not take that. But literally every class I took, Spanish 2, Spanish 3, like, my idea was to get to this level. I wasn't thinking about this, I remember I had to get reminded of that when I went to band, when I missed my band opportunity. I was like, you know what, let me just take advantage of what I am now. That's another thing that we really have to do. Whenever something doesn't go our way, realize, okay, this is the journey for something else, and let's just ride with it. You know what I mean? Let's just ride with it. Let's just take advantage of it. Take advantage of it. Like when I had left Target, I was unexpected. But I went ahead and got care of some desire to make a business all over again. And I just went ahead and just rolled with it. You know what I mean? I just rolled with it. Went back and got school started and did my thing. And with desire to make it, and with the brand and everything else is, literally I'm going at my own pace, and that's what is fun about it, because I'm not rushing, and I'm not rushing at all. If I was rushing, I have a look on my face, and I'll be like, dang. And honestly, the one time I low-key kind of started to rush when it gets to the end of the year, I'm like, damn, bro, like, what have I done for this, honestly? But just like I said, I literally said earlier, every moment of me just investing in my time in something else. That was a moment I mean, taking it in. So that guy was so driven. He worked for it and he practiced and he loved the music and he was passionate for it. And he was consistent. All he needs is that break. And by him, he obviously didn't want to be a middle school director. He wanted to be a real musician. But he at one point took the time to, okay, I gotta make the ends meet. Let me do both. Went ahead and taught other kids, middle schoolers. Now these middle schoolers are grown men. That seed was planted in him for him to get an opportunity to just pull up. He went ahead and pulled up. That's how he got the opportunity. So a seed that he did way back then he didn't want to do, giving out the opportunity now. You know what I mean? That's another thing. Like, he worked to get to a point, but it got to a point of disparity that he was so into trying to do more that he almost lost direction of what it was given. And I understand that. He was so close to get what he wanted. Even, oh my gosh. Yo! It just hit, bro. Okay. So even in the way that he died in the film, he is so excited over the phone about the gig that he got. He is dodging traffic, about to get hit. There is a bunch of bricks falling in front of him out of nowhere. A bunch of bricks fell directly in front of him as he's walking. Like construction work is being done. He walks right under it. He just misses the collapse just by this much. He is literally not paying attention. Not paying attention to the process because he's just so driven on what the goal is. And when he's so driven on the goal is, he messes up, everything else and everything. So because he's so driven in that was a metaphor. Wow. He literally was walking around dodging life, dodging daggone disasters and everything. Because he wasn't paying attention. He was just so excited about, what did I just become? Oh my gosh. This is crazy. And we do that. We get so invested in, this is just what I want, so I don't really care anymore. That's what happens. And so he did that, and he messed around and actually died. Or got, yeah, he basically died. Wow. I just not thought about that. That's crazy. So he literally was in that position ignoring life. He was ignoring everything because he was so driven about his goal. He finally reached it. It's finally looking like something for him. He doesn't care about anything else. And then guess what that happened? He accidentally gets in a situation where he's dead. But honestly, it's crazy how life works. It's exactly what was needed for him to have no perspective of everything else. Because if he would have got that gig right after, and he would have done that performance right after, as if nothing was wrong, he would have been too hungry for it, and then something else would have happened where he had to sit down. That happened to me, like I said in Target. I literally, whenever I get my thing to my friend, we literally, I was cautious, but I wasn't too cautious. I mean, honestly, I was cautious. I didn't even think that was a bad thing. Yeah, that's a bad example. I honestly just didn't think that was real. Personally. But also, like I said, sometimes you get in positions where you get so clouded because of your goals and stuff. But again, just treat it as it is what it is. And I mean, at the end of the day, this is something that you caused, so keep doing it. You don't do something else. So that's what happened with me. Like, so when it comes down to this, yeah, there are times when my goal is close and I get a little eager for it and everything. But if you sit back and assess the situation and everything, like, it is what it is. That's what, if anything, I'm proud of during my time of me doing a designer making, doing everything. It's like the fact that whenever it got to a point when it was rushed or it was at a state, I'm like, we're close. I don't rush it and I don't push it, and I'm not totally misguided. So in other words, treat every day like it's a gift. Treat every day as a lesson. Appreciate every day. While at the same time work for something as a goal and continue to move it, improve it, and progress it. Because it is an accomplishment. Just even seeing the normal things. I'll be honest, I was joking about what if somebody just sat by the sand by themselves. I was just one of the parents, but I do that a lot. I sit there and I just look at, the world around me, and like at one point, I remember when I was a kid, I used to sit on the swings at church, or just any swings. I used to close my eyes and just look up in the sky. And I remember it was a weird feeling, but I felt super creative, and I just felt very imaginative. And I remember thinking of like Neverland, Neverland, thinking of just flying and it's so weird. But just thinking about like just having no limit, you know what I mean? Having no one can stop you and just doing that. Because that's the end of the day. No one really can stop you. No one really can. No one really can stop you at all. And whenever you tap into that energy, sometimes it's overbearing. And like I say, you just forget everything else in front of you, but it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? Like, what more can you do if something happens? But just take and appreciate everything. Like I said, it really could have been a better situation. I could have really rushed this. Could have rushed this out to make it. We could have rushed everything. We could have been pushing it. We could have just everything. Or we could sit back and just enjoy it and try to get two things at once. You know what I mean? Like, there's some videos that we made recently where I could have made a video out of the situation, but I'm like, no, I just have fun. I'd rather just have fun and have a video. Do both. Do a video of me having fun, like Bull Day Bash, you know what I mean? We could have made this all business. Could have been like, yo, we're doing public interviews, bro. Non-stop. But I was like, nah, bro, let's just have fun. Let's enjoy the moment. So it's all that. It's all that. It's everything. It all goes hand in hand. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not just like, I feel like some people in the movie, in the film, once you watch it, you'll really understand, like, oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I see that. I see the whole thing of how he's, how he's taking life for granted and stuff like that. But I also don't want you to forget the drive that man had. Especially whenever he literally walked in that thing, the opportunity was gone. He said, look, if you don't put me on, I swear to you, you will make the biggest mistake you had. I'm right here. I'm born to do this. I'm a musician. She said, well, you're definitely a jazz musician. Let's go. Hungry. Did the thing. You think all because he realizes what life is, he's going to stop being a musician? He said that this is one of the things that makes him live. That's still a big thing that makes him live. The fact that he's not the only thing that makes him live like that. That's what the movie is really about. There's more to you. There's more to you. But also, I'm glad that they highlighted the fact that how much you can really do if you push and balance that. You know what I mean? Like, who cares about the other stuff? You know what I'm saying? That's why I said whenever, like, I saw that scene in Target, look, listen. When I did that, I had no intention of continuing to be here. I was just there for the check. But then whenever that happened, I was like, okay, it's what it is. You feel me? So I was gone. I was out of there. You know, I questioned it because of Black Friday and stuff like that. But like I said, overall, it was like, dang, yeah, it's a wrap. I'm like, all right. But when I gave that to Jaden, it was more so like I was doing a lot that day. And that's what I wanted. That's what I validated. And but it's the ride. It's a ride. Take appreciation of the ride. That's what I like. So the movie is a super, super, super great depiction of just showing you, like, take advantage of the moment. Just take it. Take advantage of the moment and just enjoy it. Enjoy what we have now. Especially in this pandemic. That's what I said. Like, it's a different atmosphere right now. Let me just enjoy, because I'm gonna be honest. This time of us being time off or having, being isolated and stuff like that, this is never, I hope, never gonna happen again like that. So let's take advantage of having everybody online and stuff like that. Let's do more things that we can that we probably wouldn't be as accessible to do and everything like that. So I don't know. But at the same time, I really want to highlight the fact that that man was still about his business. He knew what he wanted to do, and he knew how to take the leap. And another thing to add. So in the film, his mom has a moment where, as a supportive mother, right, you got somebody always trying. The man is like, he was getting up there. He's like, nah, he's probably like 30 something. Yeah, he's like middle age, 30. And he was doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? He was 30 something years old, and he already got his parents to tailor him or something like that. And she was like, look, you got offered a good position at the job, and here you go. And I know you trying to do this whole music thing and stuff like that, but listen, baby, I need you to do more than life. I need you to do more than life. I need you to do what you need to do to get bills paid, to have a mortgage, to get financial freedom, to have independence, to healthcare, you know what I mean? Adult things instead of urging for this dream. And his father already passed away. And then later in the movie, he has to get his suit tailored one more time. She's upset with him. The whole shop's upset with him. They're like, look, didn't we tell you to not waste your time with this kind of energy, with these people? And here I go finding out that you left that real job to get another gig. He's like, but this gig is different this time. I'm telling you, it's different. It's different this time, and I understand. And she's like looking at him, and the mom's looking at him, and in other words, it's like, she was like, no, how many times are we gonna have this conversation where you do one thing and you just disregard the other thing? Like, I tell you something and get your feet wet, have some real financial stability, and then you go off and do some crazy gig thing, living off gig to gig and just whatever. He looked at her. I'm gonna be honest. From a viewer, I'm almost looking at this scene like, yep. He's gonna look at that and be like, you know what? Mom, you're right. I'm messing up, Mom. That's wrong. I'm not trying to, you know what? Like, I need to just make this a side hustle or something like that. Like, let me look at the facts. You know what I'm saying? Let me look at the facts. You know what I'm saying? And then he goes like, but instead, he just says his truth. He's like, look, Mom, she was saying how she didn't want to have him go through the same struggle as his dad and stuff like that. It's like, look, but this is what's in me. It is what it is. Like, I live for music. Music is everything in me. And I'd rather do this and die. And he says, if I die tomorrow, or if I die, I don't want there to be nothing of me. I don't want there to be nothing for me. I don't want to die and have nothing on the table and fulfill nothing in life. So I'm going to keep doing this until I die, because at least I know I tried it and I accomplished it and I figured it out. And then she goes, oh, baby. I thought she was going to be like, look, nah, ain't no way that you think this is all you've done in life. Look at all this and this as a teacher. How about you just go back to that? And then he goes, oh my gosh, Mom, you're right. This music thing doesn't really matter. I'm gonna go back. Instead, she goes, listen here. Your dad's suit. Here you go. Your dad will be so proud of you wearing that. In other words, he's gonna die to be a musician. Like, he's gonna figure it out. He's gonna push it. He's gonna do it to the end. He's not dumb, but he's gonna take every chance he gets. It's different this time. And they get it tailored. And she just over and over believes in him. That is a moment I think we should highlight in the movie as well. Because in that movie, in that moment, it lets you know again what a passion and a dream does. Again, if this movie was truly like, there's more to life, just appreciate everything, it wouldn't have been that way. It would have been like, hey, well, you're right, but look at all the other things you did in life. You know what I mean? We should just go back to that. No, it was like, you know what? He literally said, if I die, I don't want to feel like as if I did nothing, or you know what I mean. And little did he knows, he was basically dying, or that she knows. But that just goes to show you, like, look, like, yeah, he basically died. I mean, she looked at him and gave him his mother looked at him and embraced him and was like, oh yeah, you're right, son. My bad, I apologize, here you go. Let's get this suit and let's go. I mean, I hope you do well. I hope you do well. Let's see where you go. Because he was like, look, man, this is what I want to do. This is what I'm passionate for, and this is what I'm doing. I'm not gonna give up. There's more opportunities, and as long as an opportunity is given to me, I'm gonna keep wanting it because it's mine. And she didn't discourage that. Whenever that kind of shocked me. Whenever she said that, and she said okay, basically, and supported him once again, that was okay, all right. Because again, when he died, and whenever in the movie they looked at all their accomplishments and stuff like that and whatnot, the other guy was, you know, doing this weird doctor stuff and being very prestigious and whatnot, and it showed accomplishments. And for him, it showed a lot of attempts and a lot of failures and a lot of no's and a lot of things like that. But that's just what he wanted to do in life. But overall, there's more to do in life. And that's really what the movie is highlighting. It's the fact that there's more to do in life. There's a guy in the film, he got trapped in his zone because he was just doing everyday, like, boring tax stuff and stuff like that. He got woken up before the live or no. He said, oh my gosh, I got a purpose. He was trapped in his zone because he was just same old everyday routine, no purpose to life. He got reminded there's more to life, there's a purpose. And then he just started, you know, waking up. He's like, oh my gosh, it's crazy. And the guy jumps out the office and just gets to it. And that scene, that also shows you that, yeah, you realize that there is more to life. Is not just, he was like, what am I doing with my life? What am I doing with my life? Not, I'm going to enjoy my life. It was, what am I doing with my life? Because again, it all goes on. You have to appreciate little things. So in this character, he was flawed. He was a flawed character like many. But he actually had one attribute that was very, very, very strong. Very strong. He knew what a purpose in life was, and he wanted to push that. And at the end of the day, though, it's about that balance and enjoying the journey, summing up, enjoying the everyday. Even if I'm not there where I want to be, I'm still enjoying where I'm at. Even if I'm not there where I want to be, I'm enjoying where I'm at, enjoying the process regardless. And that's what's 100% should be talked about, because a lot of us might not be where we at. But the fact that we can sit down and enjoy the journey, cool. But also don't just say, okay, I'm done, because you're not. The greatest people, not the greatest people, but the people on Earth who passed away, for example, Walt Disney hit 100 this year. That is kind of crazy. I didn't know he was that old. Wait, he died at 60 something. And I just want to say, Walt Disney, yo, that man, bro, Walt Disney, the fact that we're sitting down here and talking about him till this day, the fact that we're watching one of his film under his studio name. It's insane. All he did was be an innovator and have no limit. Just kept pushing. And that's why, honestly, what I it's beautiful to see people who are just making and pushing the boundaries, man. That's all we gotta do. Pushing the freaking boundaries. Creating, pushing the freaking boundaries. But yeah, so relating it back to desire to make it, or what we did, I just love the fact that instead of getting too hungry and too like, okay, this is what I gotta do, this is what I gotta do, this is what I want, I just took it as, all right, here's what it is again, and worked on it, but kind of kept it cool and just enjoyed, had a lot of fun. To be honest with you, 2019 I had a whole lot of fun, like all 2019. 2018 was cool, but I was kind of grounded, and I was just, getting my feedback right. You know what I'm saying? I felt a little weird, but I was just, getting used to my new environment and just having fun. 2019 was a blast, enjoying myself, and 2020 has been different. But nonetheless, a time of enjoying ourselves and figuring out things about ourselves. My biggest thing was just realizing, the importance of actual health and everything, and just like a whole bunch of just relaxing and whatnot, whatever else. Like I say, it's my time. Hello. Whatever else, because like I said, we can literally create our own opportunity from scratch, from complete scratch. The versus battles, what? Scratch. Every character on the shirt, scratch. Made out of scratch. Everything. Straight up. Made out of scratch. Made opportunities. We just have people watch it. You know what I mean? Put it out there. That's the worst thing about it. You just gotta really put it out there and push it. And that's definitely what this film showed again. So I don't know. Very excited. I'm also glad that it is the way it is. Glad that we didn't get it at 16, 17. Because I feel like, I don't want to be arrogant, but I feel like we would have been exposed to a lot. And I feel like a lot of stuff in real life I wouldn't have experienced like that. You know what I'm saying? Even now. So, I don't know, but time is everything. I'm glad that, just taking appreciation of what your situation is. But Soul was such a good movie, man. Soul was a good movie. Soul was even funny. Soul was even funny a couple times as well. Like Soul did very well, and yeah, I'm sad that it wasn't in theaters personally. That movie really just shows you. I feel like another thing that is not going to highlight again. First of all, it shows you just take appreciation in life, take appreciation in everything, and just don't get so blindsided by everything that you just completely ignore everything. He even said that he didn't have time for relationships, stuff like that. I feel him on that, but nah, you can always go and have your little lady friends and stuff like that. But it's all about the timing. Don't just kill it. Just let it be natural and organic, and pull up when y'all can. But yeah, like you know what I'm saying. Like there's always something to do. And then another side thing I don't think we're gonna talk about a lot is the fact that you do get rewards for being passionate about something. And when you find something passionate about, it doesn't have to just be one thing. But when you do have it, make sure to really talk about it and push it. And again, it's an opportunity that has been created. Like, take advantage of it. Let that be yours. Be ready for it. And treat it like something special. But don't treat it as if it's the only thing that you can live for. But also, don't treat it lightly. Go for it. Go crazy. Go crazy. Think about it all the time. But don't let it distract you from just your normal senses. But make it a priority. Definitely. Definitely. That's what that movie definitely showed us. Like, you can still make it a priority. Still make it a priority. The movie ended. What are you going to do now? I don't know. But I'm going to enjoy life. I don't know what I'm going to do. That's what he said. I don't know. But you think that character just stopped? The person I was that hungry for just stopped? Come on now. He wasn't even close. He got an opportunity. He still didn't get whatever else he was trying to do. So that's what I took for this Soul movie, man. It's a really great movie, and I love the fact that how it's animated. I love animation, and I love it how you just dibble and dabble and stuff like that too. I love how you find yourself get to other things and everything like that. So just enjoy the process. For example, when I was editing videos when I first started, I remember I only grabbed the camera really to do skateboarding videos to record myself, and then that led to me just having the camera in my hand and making jokes and recording it, and then me learning how to edit, and then that went to making more videos with my friends and editing those videos. Next thing you know, there's a whole editing is different than recording, bit of both. And then I'm recording myself, so I'm recording, my actions. So it's everything goes hand in hand. Enjoy the process and hold on to it. Hold on to it. That's what Soul is saying. Hold on to it. There's more to life. Just enjoy it. Just be ready for just taking it all in, as if it was a gift every day. And then also, when you find something, don't take it for granted and push that narrative. Enjoy everything. Push it. Imagine it. You know you got chops. Let's keep it up. You know you got the skills. Let's keep going. Do it. Come on. That's what also I love, right? So I 100% am feeling it, man. So this movie is a watch again. You can watch this again, and anybody can watch it. It's not a black movie. It's not a white movie. It's not an American movie. It is a movie to get reminded of what you're on here to do. All right. So that is Soul from the Kid, relating it back to your own favorite page. Truly, man. You gotta take it one at a time and just enjoy the ride, man. That's why I never really rush it. That's why we go on the pace we're going. That's why I don't push stuff out. You know what I mean? Some people really like to just push stuff out. Push it out quick. Let it not even be ready. Come on now. That's why I wait. We gonna do it ready. So, man, Pixar Soul. I love Pixar. It'll send me very soon. Don't you know?